That validation is some bullshit. Yep. Then you gotta ask yourself, why am I sitting here putting me a whole face of makeup on then? Do I need validation for that? So I analyzed that one night. I was like, okay, so if everything that I'm doing is for validation, what is my makeup? What am I doing with that? If I didn't know what I look like or what somebody else looked like in makeup, would I care to know what I look like in it? Or would I care to even wear it? I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe we should talk about that. Maybe we should talk about that. Truthfully, all it is about the standard in which you hold and the origination of that standard. So if that standard was based on you trying to match, then I could see it being for validation reasons. But if that standard was set by you, based on you, then that's you doing you. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's more of, where does the origination of the need to do XYZ comes from? If it comes from you trying to meet, match, or please something outside of you, then that's for validation outside of you. If it comes from what you set in stone for you, and even if it doesn't look like anybody else, which is probably better if it doesn't look like anybody else, but if it's set from you and your own internal, then that's just you moving like you want to move, because you don't need the extra validation outside of you. You have it. I am the shit because I said I am. You see what I'm saying? Not because I was validated. And it's crazy because I'm told on a regular basis, oh, you look nice, oh, you gorgeous, oh, that looks good on you, I love your locks, and that is just never enough for me to feel it until I got to a point where I start pulling from the inside for my validation. Everything on the outside is just everything on the outside. How I choose to receive it, great. You know what I'm saying? But I don't embody it until I embody it. No one can speak anything for me to embody. I have to know it to be able to embody it. So that's how I go about now, trying to figure out, what are my movements for? You know what I'm saying? This is something real. It's real. It's real. I've been working out, and, my husband and I, we went through our own total body transformation type of setup. And, all this time I've been doing this work, my body's transforming, my upper body transformed beautifully. I had no problems with everything hitting the way it needs to hit. My lower body, I really don't care about working lower body. I really don't like lower body because my knees are like, they get ready to be 43 years old. So my knees, I don't be wanting to do a whole lot of squats and all that. So, of course, back in the day when I used to run track, I had a little bubble butt, you know what I'm saying? And as I got older, of course, it's not as bubbly, it's a little flat, then got tired, a little deflated, you know what I'm saying? Like it's there, but it's just tired, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm trying to just get myself together, trying to get my food together, all that Operation Peach. Man, please, I don't be want to do all of that. I don't. And I'm not getting a surgery. Let's just make sure we clear on it. And just for any future reference, if there's a surgery come across this body, it's going to be to lift these breasts up, because there's nothing I can do in the gym. There's no creams and there's no nothing for that. And if they tell you it's a cream, they lying. And if you found a cream and it working, you need to put that in the comments, because I need it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm doing all this work, and that's the only thing that I cannot put my hands on and make something different happen with. So that would probably be the only thing. But anyway, I'm not doing no surgery. I'm not doing all that. So I got to a place where I started to feel self-conscious about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'm trying to get myself together. Everything is popping, but I just cannot get this right here together. And, I ain't trying to do all that extra shit for it. I just really don't want to. So my thing was like, what is really pushing you now to do it? What's really pushing you now to really get your ass together? Is it outside sources or is it inside sources? How do you feel about your body? How do you feel about your butt? Because if I'm cool with it, I feel like anything outside of that, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna roll with it, and I'm gonna embody the fact that however it turns out, because I do total body work. So I'm gonna work everything out, but I'm not doing anything extra. You see what I'm saying? I'm not doing anything extra. I'm gonna do the best I can, and hopefully I can age out with that shit. But I'm not trying to move and shake to get the external validation, because at this point, if I mentally have rested in the fact that I'm cool with where I am now, then that's where I'm gonna leave it. You see what I'm saying? So anything that I do that's pushing me outside of that, it's gonna be for outside validation. So that's when I started to learn how to decipher and how to break situations down and how to really dig in myself and figure out, is it me or is it them that I'm trying to please? Am I embodying my own shit, or am I pulling in somebody else's shit to get their check mark? You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? That's a good way to try to figure it out. And that was a perfect example, because that is real talk for me, like right now in my life, like today, this Sunday morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. So that's how I do it. That's how I figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's as of recent for me. So now I have to really start to change my thought process. When I go to the gym now, is it for me for real? Or is it for the outside validation? You see what I'm saying? So now when I go in there, it's to embody the standard that I set for myself. And there is no specific one. Now let me break this down. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to try to eat clean. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not perfect, but I'm going to eat clean. I'm going to move my body. I'm going to do some type of exercising on a regular basis. Right now we go every other day. So I'm going to maintain that. I'm going to keep my vibration high. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure I do my work. And whatever is produced from me doing those foundational things, I'm going to be happy with it. I'm just going to be happy with it. Whatever my life produced by me just moving in a way, doing my own healing, and you know what I'm saying, forgiving folks and doing whatever the life yields from me being that type of person, I'm gonna love it. Whatever my body looks like after I do whatever I do on a regular basis, I'm gonna love it. You see what I'm saying? That's just, find you a way to put a routine together that you can live with and live with those results and stay in your bubble with that shit. Because anytime you get outside of that, that's when the outside shit comes in. And then you're trying to get the validation from the outside sources. It takes it away from you and your embodiment. And then you go and start people pleasing. So with that being said, I'm going to finish doing my makeup because I'm not finished. And I realize I can't really get into my good conversation and still be doing makeup. Maybe I'll work on it. I'll get better. But with that being said, happy Sunday, goddesses. Find you a routine. It started with something really small. Get up an extra 30 minutes in the morning and take a salt bath. Just start there. Start your day off in feminine energy. You know, if you hit the ground running, you're already in masculine. If your alarm clock don't go off and you late already, boom, you're in masculine immediately. And your day runs off of that same energy. Start your day in feminine energy. Pull your masculine energy when it's needed, but don't rest in it. You know what I'm saying? If you're able to get your meditation in, do it. If you're able to journal, do it. But start with something. Mine is going to start with my salt bath. I'm going to start small, try to get my boudoir room together so I can have a place in this house to free my mind. And I'm going to start from there. And that's it. So with that being said, I hope y'all have a beautiful Sunday. And make sure you comment in the comments. Say something about anything that I've said. I'll talk to you later. Love y'all.